gamers, welcome back to Furry Among Us. Here we have a bunch of furries, but here's the thing, that's a lie. Only one of these gamers standing in front of us is actually a furry. 6 of them are lying to us, and it is up to us, the beautiful judges, to figure out who is a beautiful furry and who is a freaking liar. And here's the thing, if an imposter manages to fool us all and be the last one standing, they'll win $20.
Do we have to ask them questions?
We have to ask them questions and they have to respond to the questions. Any comments from the judges?
I think you're the furry.
Shut it, fuck.
The game is over, everybody go home.
I guess the first question should be, I don't know how to say words, someone else go.
Describe us your OC. What does your OC look like?
He's more of like a scaly, I guess is the best way to describe it. More of like a dragonoid. He has like gray rocky skin, about 20 meters tall, but then he usually goes down to like a human form kind of to blend in.
That was a really good answer.
Alright, Zoo, go for it.
Mine's a furry. It's a grizzly bear because I get called a bear by my friend group. And it likes to cuddle and it's pretty active. They call me Teddy, so that's what it's called.
Okay, so mine, he's about a wolf. He's a little taller than me, so he's like 5'11" to 6 foot. And he looks a lot like him, actually. He's red and black. Those are my 2 favorite colors. He's very cuddling. He's very caring. When it gets down to it, he's very dominant. Yeah, I often like to fantasize about that. But
Big ups.
Good answer, great answer.
The thing is with mine, it's like, I don't know, like constant development basically, because at some point I was like, okay, as I'm not really the most creative person, I just create an OC, which is basically me, but that kind of sometimes seems just too boring, so I kind of had to change that. A default, standard, average wolf boy, basically, with blonde hair, blue eyes, and another green eye, because that's what I have. But yeah, it's like kind of under that constant development, and I often just change things around.
Either Junkie or Sage, because they're sort of in the same position.
It's just, he go first.
You're muted.
Can you hear me
Stage
now?
fright's no joke.
Yes.
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 Alright, we're good now. So, he's a little taller than me, and he has these beautiful green eyes, a very nice white and orange, color scheme, a jacket with some really cool fire effects, and he can also change colors with the menu, which is really cool.
I'd like to have with his avatar. My bad.
My OC.
What?
Okay, so my OC is an ocelot. His name is Josiah. I've been working on him for quite a while in Blender. Like I said, he's an ocelot. He has these like tufts on his cheeks, and he has a cut on his eyebrow because I have a cat scratch on my eyebrow in real life. And he has a long tail like a leopard would, and all there is to him.
Aww.
Stop. My OC is a donkey. Big floppy ears. Really angry. Likes to hit people. Catchphrase is "You're gonna catch these hooves."
I'll ask Zook. I'm gonna say a word and you have to say the first thing that comes to your head, okay? The word is cheese.
Dick.
Understandable.
You could have asked it like differently. It's like, what kind of furry does cheese remind you of, you know? And...
Yeah, but my thinking was a furry would hear the word cheese and be like, oh yeah, circle. Whereas a normie would say something like dick.
Dick. There was so much confidence behind that.
Seek, I have a question, Seek. Okay, imagine this. You see a big wet maw. What would you do with it?
Big wet what? A mop?
Mom?
A wet mop.
A maw.
Ma.
The thing that, you know, silly. Why don't you show us what a maw is?
Okay, can we rid Zook off? I don't think they're furry. It's the mouth of an animal, basically.
Oh, maw.
Yeah. Maw.
I know what a maw is. I just didn't. I couldn't hear. Yeah, a wet maw. Depending on the animal, right? Because different animals have different kinds of tongues. If it's a cat, I don't want that shit because that shit's hooked. But if it's a dog, Shit.
Can we start voting?
Yeah, we can start voting. Boom, it's time for voting.
I don't think Zook's it. My vote's on Zook. That like they're not a furry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna vote for Zook as well.
Go for unanimous, bro. Go for unanimous. Whoever's left, just vote me.
Zuki, I'm sorry.
Finally, I can go back to normal.
Oh, so it's one of those people that is into Pokemon and not furries, you know?
Just transforms into a Squirtle.
Okay, I have a question for Real Blue VR. How big should a paw be?
Normal hand size ish. I don't know about paw. It's just
Well, like if they're not like into macro, you know, like.
There's people who aren't into macro.
I got a question. Junkie, what is a popular app that furries use to message each other on?
I know there's an app that you can download, and I actually had a friend of mine get a relationship out of it, but I honestly don't use those apps, so I wouldn't know.
I have a question, and actually this goes for everyone, I think, would be it's sort of a generalized question. Okay, what got you into the furry fandom?
The big thing for me is like I write a lot. Funny enough, I started out with writing Dragon Ball, and then once I got more into it, people liked how my stories were. It's like, so like, what do you think about furries? And I'm like, I'm not opposed to it. And so I've been storyboarding for people ever since. I really like writing for people.
So it had a lot to do with me coming into myself and accepting myself. And my household is very looked down upon to be the way I am, and I didn't really have a way to express the way I felt, and I eventually ended up getting Oculus, and I came on here and I came across this wonderful community, and you guys are just so open, so kind, so sweet to me. I was able to be myself over time. You know, I started seeing the art and stuff. It was very nice, and you know, that's just kind of how I joined.
Well, for me it was kind of there wasn't like a point until like recently where I was like, oh, I think I'm a furry now. Because when I started playing VRChat, I was like, you know, I had a girlfriend, I was straight and stuff. Then VRChat happened, then that wasn't the case anymore. Later on, I met some cool friends and they were furries, and I was like, yeah, cool avatars, they're kind of fluffy, but you know, that's kind of it. The more and more I played, and once I also met a friend of mine, IRL, who was also very nice, and we also went to one furry-ish convention kind of meetup thing, and that's when I kind of started to like to get more into it and everything. Furries are pretty nice and very fluffy and comfortable to hug and everything. And just recently I joined like a small Discord server where a bunch of my friends are in, and the thing I love most about it, the same as here Baby said, every furry basically, they're just like so open and accepting and everything. Like you can be basically whatever you want, they just kind of don't care and just support you all the way.
So in my case, I always kind of knew I was one, but I never really fully accepted it. In middle school, I used to take a fascination to people drawing, and so eventually I started making rough sketches, and until recently I joined.
So at first I was like not really for it. It was kind of weird. Like it was kind of taboo. And then like I went out to Boston, went to Fur Fest in 2021. It was kind of cool. It like grew on me. I kind of wanted to get closer to that friend. So then I started like getting into it, and now here I am.
My origin story isn't glamorous or intricate. I saw some pictures on the internet and it awoken things within me.
I mean, fair enough.
So you would say you came for the knots?
The what? What do you mean the knots?
I can help fulfill some of those
That would be disclosing way too much information. You don't need my personal beats.
It's for the purpose of the game. We need to know everything.
Totally was a custom toss.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Hey, J baby.
Yeah.
What's your deepest, darkest fantasy related to the furry
Oh my
fandom?
god. So I am a bottom, but I like to be dominated like a bottom, but I act as if I'm the top, okay? Until I get dominated. And I'll keep trying to take back the top until, you know, they just completely empower me.
Earlier you said that your OC was a wolf that was dominant. Why was he dom, but you want to be dominated?
Yeah, he's the dom. He dominates me.
So you want your OC to you?
Yeah, if you let me finish, that's what I was gonna get to. Do you want me to go into like toys and stuff, or just leave it at that?
No, you're good.
So this is kind of similar to the last question. I'm gonna say a word, but this time you have to give me a number, okay? How many werewolves?
How many werewolves?
Yeah.
At least
Beard
7.
is growing.
I don't get that one either. I think I would have been
How do you not get that one?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, dude, fuck off. Get out of here.
Claire might be the non-furry.
It's 14, baby. It's 14 werewolves. You gotta want 14 werewolves to rail you. That's the perfect number.
This one's for Real Blue. I'm gonna say a letter, and I want you to say a number. E.
2.
All right, he's fake.
I think we've got
He's
them.
definitely
Yeah,
fake.
we've got them.
What is E?
We got him.
I don't know. I thought of like E10 and up.
Real Blue, what's your most searched tag on 621?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Is that the tag, or are you just saying, oh god?
I'm like thinking. I don't know, like it's like mixed. I don't know, like maybe not or something, or threesome. I don't know.
That's not specific enough. I know who's my vote's for. If your favorite tag isn't some real weird stuff, then you know, are you really even a furry?
Like I've been a furry for like less than half a year. What do you expect me to say?
Pool toy. I mean,
But you do realize why I said that thing that I earlier said about the E thing, right?
I still have no idea. I'm sorry.
rar and woo right now.
Rar.
Ayo?
Meow.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Together, come here.
Same time,
You
same
ready?
time. Same time, ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Man, I don't roar.
I think Armus and JB are not it.
I'm gonna vote armed as well because there's been very little information. It's been very vague, and I feel like the more like when you know something, you know what I mean. I'm sorry.
I'm still kind of leaning towards Abyss being a fake furry.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
The plot thickens.
I'm like convinced that J Baby isn't a furry, but also Armus do be sus. You can shake your ass all you want, but that doesn't make you a furry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely think it's Armus.
Is it me?
Get off the stage! Don't tell us what you are.
Finally, I can be myself.
Yeah, get out of here!
Get out of here.
Get out of
Don't worry, Squirtle. You and I got this.
Exactly.
Name a movie that kind of turned you into a furry.
Started out kind of weird because like I'm a really big kaiju fan. Like Godzilla was basically my childhood. Part of me was just like for my first OC like giant monster thing. My character right now, again, he's like 20 meters tall. I went back to that whole kaiju thing, and then here I am.
Definitely from Lion King, Scar. He was really hot to me. And then the scene where Simba and his cousin were about to get it on. That scene, oh my god. Oh my god. That did it for me, okay?
Nice.
And there's one more. You remember Rio? Do you remember Rio?
Yeah.
The female from Rio when she went up to fly, the la 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 part. That part, she really did it for me in that part. Oh my god. You know that part?
No, I don't. For me, it was like kind of, I think, multiple, but like the one thing which kind of was like, oh, this is really interesting, was as fucking average that sounds, Zootopia.
For me, it wasn't really like a movie character, but like for me, it was more of a game. It's like Cooper 3. It was Camila Fox. Yeah.
Sly Cooper was the shit, dude.
I was more like the Ratchet and Clank person.
So,
I'm honestly disappointed that none of you said Robin Hood from Disney. It's like a classic, you know?
Voting round?
Okay, I think this is non-furry. From here over, I think Abyss is the real deal. That's just me though.
It's just a vibe I get, you know? Like a lot of the stuff that they've said was like, especially at the start, is like you know, all like very memey with the whole dude thing, and I was like, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah, I understand that. What?
Oh.
Also, I think they're in a literal like you know, furry rendition of like a, you know, like an animation that I've seen somewhere. So you know, like that could also.
I don't think you understand. I'm just hell. That's okay.
I'm voting J baby. Oh.
Yeah, I'm voting J baby too.
I understand that.
Okay, don't make me feel bad, dude.
No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Feel like I'm taking 2 pizzas away from J Buddy, and now I feel sad.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I as well vote J baby.
J baby.
I'm sorry.
That's like
That's
3 out of
it.
5.
Yeah,
three-
I think
three out of
Yeah,
five.
yeah,
votes.
3 out of 2.
Yeah.
Hey, you can talk normally now.
I'm not gonna lie.
Controller died,
I'm not
I'll
gonna
be right
lie.
back.
My voice hurts like a bitch.
What happened? Like, I thought you were like one of the people that was really selling it. What happened that made you lose?
I was trying to actually act like myself, just alter my personality a little bit, so it kind of hurt my feelings when he said that. But it's okay.
You don't talk too much behind the scenes, sir. Don't talk too much behind the scenes. You gotta be.
I didn't hear anything. My brain just went blank.
Oh. Okay, Biscuit, do you have a question? You gotta ask some questions. You gotta be loud. Be yourself.
Yeah, okay, so fuck, marry, kill, Nick Wilde, Robin Hood, and Furry.
Furry Mary. Furry and Mary.
Yay! I don't die tonight.
I'll fuck Nick.
Hell yeah.
Kill Robin Hood. Yeah.
Okay.
What's the species called you're in?
I don't know. A friend of mine gave me this one. The one I use is a wicker beast.
Yeah, that's a little bit sus, you know.
It's very sus.
Okay, Junkie, you too.
I'll be honest, I don't really know myself. I had this face given to me by one of my friends.
How would you define a furry?
Well, honestly, it just depends on who you talk to, because a lot of people become furries for their own reasons. A lot of it is just for self-expression is a big one. A couple of my friends actually became part of the furry community just to be part of a community. But for me personally, I would say that it's just to be able to be part of the community, because the people that I've talked to, they've always been super nice. And yeah, I've had my bad interactions. I feel like that there's a couple of people that kind of see furries in a negative light just due to lack of understanding.
It's either Sage or Junkie. I feel like we should. That's how it.
Oh, we're voting. Oh shit! I was trying
voting.
to think of a question. I was sus of Sage just because like they were super hesitant to respond to my question at first, and they had to really think about it, and then they were trying to like find a way out. That's what I felt like for a second. So like I don't know, like
I only
think
know
it's
my
Sage.
wicker beast.
Okay, well at least he knows one species, so I can give him credit to that. Not even a Hopkin, like not even that. Like no one got that.
Isn't this a Hopkin?
It's based, you know, this is based off a Hopkin, so that's not a Hopkin. Okay, yeah, he's done it. He's done it.
Oh.
You're out of here. Sage, get on the stage. Get off the stage.
Get off the stage. Sorry, stage. Goodbye.
My Uber.
I'm trying to think of another question I could ask to expose the non-furries.
Yeah,
Oh,
I used
silly
up my like 3 good questions already.
I got a question. Real Blue, top or bottom?
I'ma go.
Tell us about your worst experience in a public world by people that are non-furry calling you a furry.
Honestly, like the worst that I got from talking about it was just like, that makes you a furry, huh? But like other than that, I don't really go out much. So any negative interactions that I get, like usually would just be online. Like people saying, yo, that's kind of gay, or like, oh, so you like to screw animals and stuff like that. And I'm just like, no, I just think it'd be really cool to walk around and like have people point at me and say, that looks pretty baller. Can I get a picture? You know?
Okay, voting round. I've got my vote ready. Oh. I think I'm voting Junkie.
I also vote
Yeah.
for Junkie.
Get out of here.
Get your shit in good!
Why did you do this to me? Come on! Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Get off the fucking stage.
We almost had it, man.
I actually believe you. Oh my god.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I tried.
Would you or would you not eat a pizza at a con?
I already did.
No.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think whatever I
switch.
say now will not be good. So I just don't say anything right now.
If I brought it, yes. But like, just in cons in general, like you gotta be careful, you know?
Why do you have to be careful?
For me, it's just more of like, I don't know what people would put into the pizza before eating it, or where it's been beforehand, stuff like that. Especially where it's been beforehand.
I still believe that it's actually real blue though. Like I felt the exact same way when I was creating my OC, where it's just like I created an OC just to have sort of like a representation of myself, but not just to have, you know, like a human face, I guess, you know. So that's what this is, you know. Yeah.
Just you could apply that to any fandom technically. That's the story could be true, but they just applied furry to it.
Yeah, true. But I do believe that Visceral is more of a story writer more than they are a furry. I feel like Real Blue is the real deal. Hopefully, otherwise I'd look like an idiot, I guess. But
They do have a pill in the name.
Only one way to find out.
Wait, do I have your avatar shown? I do not.
Yeah,
Okay, there's a little bit of blue in there. I didn't see the blue at first, okay? I was gonna be sus if there wasn't.
Yeah, I don't have
I mean, that's not my OC though. This is literally a random avatar I picked like 5 minutes before I got here because I barely play VR set anymore.
Can they switch avatars? Is that allowed?
I mean, I can show you if I'm allowed, you know.
Go for it.
So this
Just
avatar
it
is
doesn't
like well, like the exact updated version I have, but yeah.
I'm really torn apart now.
What is a sound that you often do when you see your other furry friends?
Thing I do and like. Oh come on!
Good.
Okay, no.
Okay, so is that what you do whenever you meet someone? You just grab your
The thing that my friends and I have is whenever we meet each other IRL, is we like run towards each other with like open arms and kind of like a woo-ish, like woo, that thing.
I don't buy it. I don't
know
buy
how I
it.
feel about that answer.
I always call my friends a slut when I see them.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, what's going on, you slut?
Chicken nuggets.
Is there gonna be like a plot twist or something? Are neither of them
We're such
actually furry?
Well, the thing is, there's been 7 people.
We might have voted someone off already.
Yeah,
I mean, the
there's
chance
been...
is like pretty high that you have, but you know.
Okay, any questions for them? Any more questions for Abyss hasn't got questions.
No,
this round.
I think I have my decision made.
Sage is over there, still technically in a furry avatar, so we might have actually voted off the actual furry. I'm not entirely.
Hey, baby too.
But we gotta vote. We gotta get to the voting round.
I'm gonna have to go with you, Abby. I'm sorry.
Wait,
I
shit.
still feel like they're more of a story writer and they could be more of a furry, but now like looking back I'm kind of like torn because I don't think either are, but the closest thing to it will probably be real. Also, is like stands throughout the entire thing kind of gave it away. At least there's a little bit of fur in there, you know, like where he was like, yeah, like that, yeah.
How would he stay like that if he's saying like he hasn't played VR in forever and then he's like, rar.
I think real is the most real, and Abyssal seems more of a story writer.
So you vote. Okay, cool. Shit, I'm next. I'm voting Real Blue.
I have to say, I have to vote you as well, and the reason for that is because I feel like that is the oldest model here in VR chat. Like, it's the Rex, and
I just picked a random one. I don't know.
Yeah, I am a little concerned that we might have voted off the actual furry like 10 hours ago. But out of these two, I think that Abyssal has the more convincing story, so I'm gonna vote Real Blue as being the fake.
Get your shit, get out!
Abyss, you did it! Boom, you won! You won the game! And the real furry come up on stage.
Oh my god.
Change into a donkey.
Wait, into the donkey?
Uh-oh.
Fucking king, catch these fucking hooves! That's a callback. They're hounds!
Armus was the only real one.
hey,
Oh my god, why was he so memey? like it was trying to make us
Very
lose.
meaty. But maybe he was
They
trying
don't
to
wanna
play
win.
that he wasn't a furry.
It's just his personality, honestly.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We've failed again. Once more, we've been kerfluffled. I don't know how to be gay anymore. Oh yeah, boom. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gay. You're gay. I believe in you. You're fluffy. Oh.
All tongue.
Could you like stop making out? I'm getting jealous.
Friendly reminder, this is...
You come on in.
I just had to fart. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm just gonna scoot over here real quick.
Hey mom, I feel like we should make out just to.
Hey,
I
yo.
can, like, go to my
Okay. You don't have to ask me twice.
YouTube friendly. I don't know.